Uh, Abram, for starters, just your thoughts on seeing Minnesota State come in here this weekend. What do you know about them, and just your thoughts on the weekend?
Yeah, with Minnesota State coming in this weekend, personally don't know a lot about them. Being a freshman here, I haven't played them at all, but obviously they got a new coaching staff, a lot of new players coming in. So we know that they're an older group. They're going to come in strong, and based off their past, they're a strong, heavy team. They're gritty. They like to play hard. So it's something for us that we've been focusing on all week. Just a lot of battle drills, getting in the gritty areas, playing in the corners, and we have to coming off last weekend against Minnesota. We know that it's going to be a tough weekend. I mean, they're good. We're going to have to play our best to beat them. So just going into this weekend and playing our game.
What was Saturday night like for you? You guys go down to 5D, and just your thoughts on that experience and how were the big minutes?
Yeah, obviously Friday night, lost a couple of D-men, and Saturday we didn't really know, who was going to be in the lineup and whatnot. And, by the time game time came, we were rolling, 5-6 D-men, which is pretty crazy. Obviously being a freshman and playing against a top team in the nation, I think personally it's pretty special to be able to, log that many minutes against a team that big. And personally I just thought, our defensive core did an unbelievable job at managing, one of the top offensive teams in the country. Just being able to shut down the top line especially. I thought we did an unbelievable job at, having great gaps, having good stick positioning in the corners and being able to have a good first pass and break it out of our zone and giving it to our, really good offensive forwards. And then obviously the crowd and the fans were absolutely unbelievable, just behind us the entire time. And, one of the times we were in the offensive zone, had some good O-zone pressure, sustained pressure, and the crowd was just roaring. And I think that was just a huge reason, just to gain momentum and just keep giving it to them. And that was a huge part for our win on Saturday.
How was the energy? I know you played lots of minutes last year. Did that prepare you for this? Was it different being at the college level, or what were the minutes like?
Yeah, I think I played just under 19 minutes. And obviously, back in Chilliwack, I played a lot every night. But, obviously everyone's bigger, faster, stronger. So, I thought my energy was there. I thought, I felt really good on the ice. And obviously just with everyone being so much older and stronger, every shift is going to be that much harder. Just being able to, push guys off the puck and, have a good gap. And everyone's just so much faster, so your gap has to be just that much better. But I think overall, our D-core, I think, none of us were totally gassed. Obviously, Logan Britt and Garrett Pike played big minutes on Saturday night, and they did an unbelievable job at managing, their time and just taking short shifts, and because they knew that they were going to, be a big part in our win. And I think everyone did an unbelievable job.
What happened last year? There was a time, were you guys down a few D? You played like 35 minutes one game. What happened? Do you remember that one?
I do. That was, I don't know who we were playing that weekend, but I think we were down to 5D, and I played 34 minutes on the Friday night and 33 on the Saturday. And that was a lot. I think I was given the day off on Monday after that one. But yeah, that was a big weekend.
How do you flush last weekend, the high of it, and get back into it this weekend?
Yeah, obviously coming off an emotional high against Saturday, beating the number one team in the nation. I think, obviously it's really important to not, get over our heads and just kind of just stay level-headed coming into this weekend. A couple of times in my career where you beat a big team and then you come into the next weekend and you kind of take it for granted, and then next thing you know, you're getting swept at home. So that's something important for us, is just this, take that Sunday after Minnesota win, just enjoy it, and then we came in on Monday and we're just ready to go, and it's all about Minnesota State. And we've been focusing on it all weekend, and we know that we're going to have to give our best against them to get some wins this weekend. So that's what we're going to do.
Talk about the PK. Does it almost surprise you this early how well it's clicking for you guys?
Yeah, I think we've done an unbelievable job with the PK, to start the year. I don't really know what our percentage is right now, but I just, we got some really good PKs. I think our first unit is Dylan James and Jake Schmaltz. They've done an unbelievable job. Obviously, Dylan James is a very fast player, so he gives the D-man not much time to react at the point. And obviously our D-man, I think we've done an unbelievable job of blocking shots. I think that's one part that we've really owned in on and done a really good job at. And just our stick positioning in the D zone, that's something that we've worked on, and just communicating. Obviously, there's times where this just gets scrambling. Just being able to communicate and get it out of those funky situations is a tough one. So, yeah, so far it's been so good, and we're just hoping to continue that this weekend.
Kind of alluding off of what Brad said, but do you feel like the freshmen specifically have had to maybe mature quicker than what you were expecting because of injuries and whatnot?
Yeah, I think for sure. Obviously, I think we've had to take on a bigger role than, we would have on different teams. We've had to, really come in and, showcase ourselves early, and I think we've done a really good job with that. Obviously, Jaden Perron's done an unbelievable job on the forward side, and Jake Livanovich and, Nate Benoit, they've all done a great job, and Michael Emerson stepping into the lineup the other night and playing good. So obviously, being short on the back end, it's going to give, us younger freshmen a chance to, get some big minutes here and showcase ourselves, which is obviously a huge opportunity for us, and we're looking forward to it.
So back-to-back weekends against two teams that made at least at minimum the NCAA regional round last year. So what's that mean early in the season to have this many high-tier opponents up early?
Yeah, I think obviously being such a new team with, I think 14 new players and then obviously 8 new defensemen, and I think it's a great opportunity for us to be able to play, these top-tier teams at the beginning, just to show everyone what we're all about. And obviously we've shown that, being able to, beat the #1 team in the country. And now, we got Minnesota State coming up. So I think it's just a huge opportunity for us to just showcase ourselves and show everyone, that, we are a good team and that we have a really good defensive core. And we're just all excited for it this weekend to show everyone again.
So I know they got shut out last game at UMass, but I think it's 11 goals in the 3 games before that to start the season for Minnesota State. What do you and the rest of sort of this D-line do to prevent that and to slow down that goal total that we at least saw them slow down last game?
Yeah, I think just for us is we're working on our gaps right now and our stick positioning, and that's something huge for us is just, being able to stop plays early, not let the forwards get into the zone easy. And that's something that, really going to own in on and focus on, and just being able to block shots and box guys out. That's something huge. Obviously, they're a big, heavy team. They're going to want to get to the paint and be able to get some dirty ones, and we're not going to let that happen. We're going to be able to, just box out, play heavy, play strong, and just give them not much down low.